guys, it's Steph. I'm back with you today for a really fun video, and I have a visitor in my nail room from just like a hop, skip, and a jump away. I've got Megan Hamilton from Australia. Megan Nail Supplies. Hi, Megan.
Hi.
I'm so excited to have you here.
I'm excited to be here.
So Megan has been with us this week for our Educator Summit, and I took advantage of her free day here. We are coming off of our Education Summit. It's been a fantastic week. And Megan this week has asked me, Megan. I keep saying your name wrong. I'm so sorry.
It really doesn't matter.
Megan.
Just call me Aussie.
Aussie. That's what I've been calling you. The Aussie. I asked her what she's interested in seeing. What do the Aussies want to see? And we're going to make a video. So she said she wants to see my marble technique that I do using Fuzion Builder colors. So we're going to create a really cool marble effect on her nail today. So we're going to use, this is from the new collection, the graduation collection, Sisters Before Misters. We're going to use Framboise, which was from the spring collection. And we are going to use this very messy pot of sweet tea. This is my favorite pot of color, and I was just telling Megan, this is what happens when you travel for work and you take your gel pots with you. They come home like this. It's pretty.
It's my favorite sparkle.
Pretty, but dirty, messy, sticky. I know. Isn't this great? I use this more than I think any other sparkle. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
So we're going to create this really cool effect. I have prepped Megan's nail. Did a little shape and structure on it. I have bonded it, and I have put my pink base down. So now I'm ready to go and create this nail. So let's get started. So today I'm going to be using my Fuzion Color Builder brush. If you guys haven't had a chance to play with these yet, they are phenomenal for working with Fuzion Builder colors. Do you love yours?
Game changer.
These, when we went to CNTC Edmonton, we sold out of them in minutes, and everyone was panicking. Where's more? So they have been so great for working with these colors. So I'm going to start with my brighter color, the Sisters Before Misters, and I'm going to put it down. I like when I'm doing these designs to work sort of on a vertical diagonal kind of idea. It gives you a nice look as you're going.
And do you always start with the darker color first?
Yes, usually. I start with the brighter or the darker because I like to get a really nice clean line of detail around my cuticle. And I find sometimes if I start with the lighter color, I don't have that definition. So yeah, I definitely do. All right. So I'm going to put that down and detail around the cuticle a little bit. The idea with this design too is that it's not structured. It's not one way is right, one way is wrong. You kind of allow the design to become what it becomes organically. And everyone creates their own look, their own, it changes based on the colors you choose or even just how you feather your colors together.
Yeah.
So there's no rules. You do what you want.
I love that.
That's kind of how I am just in my nail career in general because I'm not a freehand artist. I'm not a one-stroke genius like some of the women on our team, but I can put colors together like no one's business. So now I'm going to grab some of the Framboise. I was just teaching Megan how to say Framboise with her Aussie accent. It's really cute.
It's really not cute.
I like it.
It's a hot mess, really.
Okay, so I'm just budding my colors together. They will start to sort of bleed a little bit together, and that's totally okay because that is what you're trying to create. So if that happens as you're going, don't worry.
Okay.
Right? You can see a little bit of that has gone in there, and it's just starting the look.
Yeah, looks pretty cool.
And I'm just going to go back and forth with these colors and layer them in. I'm not curing between the layers. I'm just butting them up against each other. Let's go back to my pink. I always like to see what colors people choose when they do this.
I was just thinking about that. Do you have like a favorite set of 3 that you use?
I do actually.
Will
I'll
you
show you this.
Share that with us.
I totally will. I created this design when we taught our class for CNTC, beginning of, when was that? Beginning of April. And I really loved the colors that I picked, and I'll show you that in a sec as soon as I marble these together.
Okay.
So now what I'm going to do, now that I've applied these colors, is I'm going to lightly feather them together. You can actually do this with your color builder brush.
Really?
Yeah. You can use a smaller brush if you want it to be more precise, defined lines. But for this process, I find it actually easier to do it with this.
Okay.
So really light pressure, just kind of floating through your colors. Start to like drag them, and remembering that you've created this sort of vertical diagonal effect, right? So you want to kind of go with that shaping as you're going. I must say, Sisters Before Misters was made for your skin tone, Miss Megan.
This color.
And you can see, because these are the UV LED formulation, they do have a little bit of a self-leveling effect to them. So as you're pulling them together, they're going to level back out. So if you make a little brush line, don't worry.
And they sort of blend themselves a little bit too.
Yeah.
When you're dragging that color through the other one.
And you guys can't see or feel the pressure I'm using, but Megan can. And if anyone needs some additional help in Australia, now you know how to find it. Okay, so I've pulled that together like I want, and I'm going to just make sure that I don't have any cuticle contact, which can totally happen when you're doing these designs. So a nice little detail brush like this will really change your game. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to fully cure that in my hybrid light for 1 minute. And then we are going to add some glitter.
Can't wait.
Now that we have cured this, we're going to add a little splash with the sweet tea. And when I'm choosing where to place my glitter, my sparkles, I always like to choose areas that I want to highlight.
Okay.
So for me, I always leave an area of solid color somewhere near the cuticle, because I like to have 3 spots. I like uneven numbers. I think that's just the way my brain works. So I like to have 3 spots, and I like to start with one definitely near the cuticle, and then I choose somewhere mid-design to highlight, and then I put a little splash of it at the end.
Love it.
Aesthetic. I think I read somewhere things should be in uneven numbers,
Well,
even
that's
like
what
design
flowers do
wise
as well.
Yeah.
There's always uneven amount of flowers in a bouquet.
They're onto something. Okay, so sweet tea, the reason I choose this one most often is a couple reasons. One, it's a neutral, so it goes, I don't think I have any colors that this doesn't go with.
Okay.
As well is it's got this really neat combination of sizing of glitters in it.
Yeah.
So you've got tiny little micro ones, and then some that are like chunky sort of hollow ones, and you'll see when I place it and kind of pull it, the little pieces come apart, and it's just the perfect gel for this. So it's my go-to. So I'm going to drop a little bit just there at the base. I really kind of like this line right there. So I'm going to just put a little
to complement it.
To bring there. And then I'm going to put a touch of it maybe right there. And like I said, there aren't rules. You do what you like. If you see something that you think, oh yeah, that looks cool, do that. And if anyone does this, I want to see your pictures. Please tag me.
Yes. What's your tag to?
My Instagram. I am all that glitters is me. And anyone who knows me knows that is so true. And you see again, I'm following that sort of diagonal aesthetic line that I've started.
Yep.
Okay, so there we go. Now that gets a quick cure into the light. So now it's time to encapsulate this beautiful nail. And for that, I like to use Fuzion UV LED SL Clear. That is my go-to encapsulating gel. You can use whatever you're comfortable with. What do you like to use, Megan?
I like to use 5 only because it's thicker and with our climate.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, 5 is like 2. That's our new logo in Australia.
5 is like 1.
5 is like 1. It's so fast. Okay, so I'm going to pick up a bead and I am going to paint the entire nail. If you want more detail in how I encapsulate, you can check out my video. You'll find it on my channel. I'll try and link it in the description box so it's easy for you guys to find on how I encapsulate, and I hope that you find that helpful. That was one of my first videos I did because
I loved it.
Encapsulating is so my thing, working with Fuzion Builder colors. I love teaching it.
I refer everyone to that video when they ask me, how do I encapsulate colours? It's very foreign to me. I just send them straight to your video because I feel like it's so informative and just really shows you step by step.
Oh, well, I'm glad. That makes me very happy. It's so nice when I see people sharing my videos. I'm so passionate about proper education with Fuzion. So that's really the basis for my channel. So I appreciate when I see people sharing them. That means they're helpful. That means they're using them. And that is exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing. So that makes me so happy. Thanks,
And
Megan.
Fuzion is so new to us.
We love the whole Fuzion family that you guys are creating there in Australia. That literally brings joy to my nail tech heart.
Aww.
I love it. When you started your page, it's just so awesome. You guys have a whole little girl gang happening, a Fuzion girl gang right in Australia.
We have a girl gang and everyone's so helpful to each other and offering to answer questions.
You know what's really cool too is you literally live in a different day when you're home than we are here in Canada. I cannot wrap my mind around that crazy fact. But having that social media connection in your page and your group and having the educators on there and whenever people comment other texts and I feel like we are not that far away from each other.
No.
I love that. The power of social media, right?
That's right.
Megan is now officially a Fuzion educator for anyone who doesn't know that. We're so happy to have you. Next year you're going to bring more friends, right? More Aussies?
Yeah, yep, there will be more Fuzion educators by this time next year.
Okay, so I've completely encapsulated that.
Doesn't that really make the design stand out? When
it does. When
it's
you
like putting a bit of glass on
yes, it just magnifies your glitters.
Yep.
I love it. Okay,
That's beautiful.
pop it into the light. summery for us, autumn for you. Maybe you're going to have to find a nice winter combination.
I love this. I freaking love this.
Do you feel like you could recreate this with
I could definitely
ease?
do that.
So if you could pick your 3 colors that you might reach for, what do you think it would be?
Me, I'd go purples.
You like purple?
Yeah? I'd probably
Okay,
go
so now you know what I want to see, right? I want you
purple
to go home.
marble.
Do purple marble.
I will do that.
I'm dying to see your recreation of
I'll
this.
do it. I'll recreate this.
Yeah,
Stephanie.
totally. So there we go. Guys, for anyone who feels like they need a little additional help or has any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me for sure. I'm always happy to help anyone who needs it. And
Can you answer me a question?
absolutely.
What's your go-to colours again? Can you
Right,
show us those?
we were going to talk about
Yes,
that.
we
I
were.
totally can. Okay, so you're lucky because I have a little example, a swatch. I made this for Edmonton, and I'll be bringing this style to CNTC Halifax. So this is my favorite combination currently. This is just one I really, really love, but I've done this a couple of times now. So this one is a combination of
It's beautiful.
glass half full, mint, Run the World, and Jesse's Girl. That's how I created that little beauty right there. Glass half full is one of the original UV only colors.
Okay.
You can still find these at some of the distributors, but it is definitely not being recreated. It was one of the discontinued ones. So if you can get your hands on this one, definitely try this one out. These two are an UV LED, so they're available.
Yeah.
And Jesse's Girl, I think that was a discontinued one as well, maybe.
I think it might be.
But I know there's still quite a bit of this kicking around.
Right.
So that's how I created that one.
You could get so creative with the different colours and so individual. Like you could find your own 3 or 4 signature colours.
Yeah,
that
what's
you like
your
to put
signature
together.
marble?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were just talking about when I say marble, because that's a word that gets used a lot for different things. When I describe this marble design, I'm talking about, I wish I had one, like old school
Yeah.
marbles and jacks,
the
like
floor,
sit on the floor, play with
play
those little
marbles.
glass beads. That's the kind of marble I'm creating with this. So
Do you know what I'd like to put with purple?
tell me.
Is the new pearl white in the new collection. Wouldn't that
Yes,
go nice?
it totally
'Cause
would
it
be a
has,
really
like
neat.
a pearlized look
Yeah,
to it already.
the metallic colors, if you're going to add metallics, actually go really cool together. So
Okay.
choose with 3 or 4 colors that all have that pearl essence to them, and you will have it takes on a whole new life of its own when
Wow.
you use the metallics.
so pretty.
I'm really glad we got to hang out today, Megan.
Me too.
Let's put your nail up one more time.
Okay.
We'll do a little side by side. Ooh, that could be cool together, actually. There you go.
Beautiful.
Love it.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you came. I really hope you have a safe trip home,
Me
and I
too.
hope you come back really, really soon.
Absolutely. I'll be back next year. There's no getting rid of me now.
Yay! It's for life. We own you now. You're ours forever. Insert evil laugh. Okay, guys, I hope you had fun with us. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.